Changes are coming for travelers all across the country as Real ID compliant forms of identification. They're now needed at our airports.
And airports across the country and here at home are met with thousands hoping to move through terminals as TSA adds more screening time for those without proper ID.
It looked and felt like a normal day, but people who tried to travel without a Real ID or a passport found out it was anything but normal. Wave News reporter David Mattingly is at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport, where TSA has some words of advice for people who don't have their Real ID.
Brian, if you don't have a Real ID, a passport still works just fine. But if you have neither, you need to be prepared for some extra screening. At first glance, the first day of Real ID enforcement at SDF looks like any other day to fly. Travelers we spoke to prepared for this day months ago.
It feels the same. I have a passport too, so yeah, it's about the same.
But for people trying to fly without a passport or Real ID, it is definitely a new day.
They're going to give you a red card, and they're going to ask you to move to a separate area where they're going to try and find alternative ways to verify your identity. And after that, once you finish that process, you'll go into the checkpoint, and they'll have some kind of random screening that you may be asked to do as you're going through the checkpoint as well.
We could not see any passengers being pulled aside here. No sign of delays in the security lines. But arriving passenger Amoki Durasimi saw travelers in Fort Lauderdale caught unprepared.
There was a lot of officials around, and a lot of people didn't have the ID, can't come in and travel. So it's a big deal now. So you have to bring your ID or your passport.
At SDF, we found TSA personnel posted at a table to answer questions, but surprisingly few passengers had any. To find a long line, we had to go to Bowman Field.
I do like to travel, but I can use my passport. But since my license is expiring, I need to be here.
This is where we found people needing a Real ID, waiting patiently, and feeling the pressure to comply.
A lot. Not a little, a lot.
Why is that?
Everything has just changed, and it's kind of hard keeping up with the changes.
Now, eventually, TSA will get stricter in requiring a Real ID, and they're recommending that you get it taken care of sooner rather than later, particularly if you plan to travel this summer over the holiday weekends like Memorial Day and 4th of July. Reporting live, David Mattingly, Wave News.